Everybody is looking for something more. Each day felt like the one before. The city hummed its usual tune, his office walls seemed to close in, a quiet ache settled in his heart. He knew something was missing, something vital. He yearned for a change, a real, deep change. This feeling grew stronger each day, a persistent whisper in his soul. It spoke of escape, of freedom. It spoke of vibrant colors, of life lived fully, not just endured. He felt stuck, like a bird in a cage. His spirit longed to fly, to see the world beyond his window, to feel the sun on his face differently. He began to dream, dreams of incredible places, places he had only seen in pictures, mountains that touched the sky, oceans that shimmered with light, valleys where life felt simple and true. He imagined these places could heal him, they could fill the empty spaces, they could bring back his lost spark, and so the decision was made. His journey was about to begin. Stay with us until the end to witness Aram's epic journey. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories. Watch the video to the end to see how Aram's adventure unfolds. The planning began. It was a joyful task. Maps were unfurled across his floor. Bright markers highlighted potential paths. Hope became his compass, pointing him towards the unknown. Each pin on the map was a promise of discovery and renewal. He felt a thrill he hadn't felt in years. He listed his dream destinations, the Swiss Alps, so grand and majestic. Their snowy peaks called to him. The Maldives, a necklace of islands, so blue, so serene, a perfect escape. The Hunza Valley in Pakistan, remote, beautiful, full of ancient wisdom. Each place whispered a different secret. He listened closely to each one. Then there was Moraine Lake in Canada. Its turquoise waters promised tranquility. The Valley of Fire in Nevada. Its stark, fiery beauty spoke of resilience. And finally, Bora Bora in French Polynesia, the ultimate dream of peace and paradise. Each location was chosen with care, for its power to rejuvenate his spirit. He wanted to feel alive again. His bags were packed. The journey had truly started. His first stop was Switzerland, a land renowned for its breathtaking landscapes and serene beauty. As he stepped off the train, the crisp mountain air greeted him, filling his senses with a refreshing chill. The journey had just begun, and he was eager to explore the wonders that lay ahead. The Swiss Alps rose before him. Like ancient sleeping giants, their snow-capped peaks glistened under the bright sun. Each mountain seemed to tell a story of time immemorial, of forces that shaped the earth and created these majestic formations. The air was crisp, pure, and cold. It was a stark contrast to the bustling city life he had left behind. Here in the heart of nature, everything felt more vivid, more alive. The clear blue sky stretched endlessly above, a perfect canvas for the towering peaks. It filled his lungs with new life. Each breath was a reminder of the purity and simplicity of nature. He felt rejuvenated, as if the mountains themselves were sharing their ancient energy with him. He stood in awe of their sheer scale, their silent, towering presence. The mountains seemed to whisper secrets of the earth, tales of endurance and strength. He felt a deep respect for these natural wonders, standing tall and proud through the ages. It was a beauty that commanded respect, a beauty that was raw and untamed yet perfectly harmonious. The landscape was a masterpiece crafted by the hands of time and nature, a beauty that quieted the mind. In the presence of such grandeur, his thoughts seemed to slow, his worries faded. The tranquility of the mountains was a balm to his soul, offering a peace he had long sought. He felt incredibly small there. Amidst the vastness of the Alpine landscape, he was but a tiny speck. Yet this insignificance was not daunting, it was humbling. It reminded him of the greater forces at play, of the intricate balance of nature. Humbled by the vastness of nature, the mountains stood as silent sentinels, watching over the land. Their presence was a testament to the power and beauty of the natural world, a reminder of the delicate balance that sustains life. Yet he also felt a connection, a deep, almost spiritual bond with the land. It was as if the mountains were welcoming him, inviting him to be a part of their timeless existence, a sense of belonging to something immense. He felt a part of the grand tapestry of life, woven together by the threads of nature. This connection brought a profound sense of peace and fulfillment. A quiet power began to seep into him. The stillness of the mountains was contagious, calming his mind and soul. He felt a strength that came from within, a resilience that mirrored the mountains themselves. The mountains taught him stillness. In their presence he learned to be present, to appreciate the moment. The hustle and bustle of everyday life seemed a distant memory, replaced by a serene calm. He found a profound peace in the snow. The blanket of white that covered the land was a symbol of purity and tranquility. It was a world untouched, pristine and beautiful, a clarity he had longed for. The snow brought with it a sense of clarity, a sharpness of mind that he had not felt in a long time. It was as if the cold had cleared away the fog of his thoughts, leaving only the essentials. From the cold peaks he flew to warmth. His journey took him from the icy heights of the Alps to the tropical paradise of the Maldives. It was a stark contrast, yet both places held their own unique beauty. The Maldives welcomed him with open arms. The islands were a sight to behold, scattered like jewels across the azure waters. Each island was a paradise, offering a different kind of serenity, islands like scattered jewels in the ocean. The view from above was breathtaking, a mosaic of blues and greens. The islands seemed to float on the water, each one a perfect escape from the world. The water was 1,000 shades of blue. From the deepest navy to the lightest turquoise, the ocean was a symphony of colors. It was so clear he could see the vibrant marine life below, a world teeming with life and color. So clear he could see the vibrant life below. Schools of fish darted through the coral, their bright colors a stark contrast to the blue of the water. It was a world of wonder, a testament to the beauty of nature. The sun kissed his skin warmly. The tropical sun was a welcome change from the cold of the mountains. It was a gentle warmth, soothing and relaxing, a reminder of the simple pleasures of life. The soft sand felt like silk beneath his feet. Each step was a delight, the sand yielding gently under his weight. It was a tactile pleasure, a reminder of the beauty of the natural world. It was a surreal, gentle world. The Maldives were a dream, a place where time seemed to stand still. The gentle lapping of the waves, the soft rustle of the palm trees, it was a symphony of peace. His worries seemed to drift away. In this paradise, the stresses of everyday life seemed a distant memory. The gentle rhythm of the waves, the warm sun, it was a perfect escape. The rhythm of the waves soothed him. The constant, gentle motion of the ocean was a lullaby, a reminder of the eternal cycles of nature. It was a soothing presence, a reminder that life, like the ocean, is ever-changing yet constant. Next, Aram journeyed to the Hunza Valley. High in the mountains of Pakistan, he found a land of breathtaking beauty and people with the brightest smiles. Their lives were simple, yet so rich. They lived close to the earth, and their hearts seemed open and welcoming. He felt an immediate connection to this place. They shared their food, their stories, their joy. Laughter echoed in the crisp mountain air. Aram watched them, listened to them. He learned a valuable lesson there. Happiness was not in having much. It was in appreciating the small things, in community, in connection, in a grateful heart. Hunza taught him how to live joyfully. Then he traveled to Canada, to Moraine Lake in Banff National Park. It was a sight of pure, unadulterated wonder. The water was a stunning turquoise blue, like a liquid gemstone, cradled by mountains. The famous Valley of the 10 Peaks stood guard, their reflections shimmering on the lake's surface. Aram sat by the shore for hours. He found a piece of his soul there. His adventure then led him to Nevada, to the Valley of Fire State Park. Here, the landscape was dramatically different. Red Aztec sandstone formations burned bright, especially under the rising and setting sun. It was a harsh, rugged, powerful beauty, a testament to nature's artistry, carved by wind and water over millennia. Life in the desert was tough, resilient. Plants and animals adapted to survive. Aram walked among the ancient rocks. He felt their enduring strength. He touched the cool stone, warmed by the sun. He found a different kind of inspiration here. The power of survival, of thriving in harshness. This resilience began to echo in his own heart. Each place he visited changed him. A little piece was added to his puzzle, a new understanding, a new perspective. He was learning so much about the world and even more about himself. His spirit was slowly, surely, mending. One last dream destination remained. Bora Bora called to him from across the ocean. Bora Bora welcomed Aram with open arms. As his plane descended, the island's vibrant hues of blue and green seemed to reach out to him, promising a sanctuary of peace and beauty. The air was warm and fragrant, filled with the scent of tropical flowers and the salty tang of the sea. It was every bit the paradise he had imagined, perhaps even more so. The lagoon shimmered under the sun, its waters a mesmerizing blend of turquoise and sapphire. The lush greenery of the island contrasted beautifully with the pristine beaches, creating a picture-perfect landscape that seemed almost unreal. Overwater bungalows stood like elegant sentinels, perched above the crystal-clear turquoise lagoon. Each bungalow was a private haven, offering uninterrupted views of the ocean and the sky. The gentle lapping of the waves against the stilts created a soothing symphony that lulled Aram into a state of deep relaxation. Colorful fish darted playfully beneath him, their vibrant scales catching the sunlight and creating a dazzling display of colors. Aram spent hours snorkeling, marveling at the underwater world that was teeming with life. Each dive revealed new wonders, from delicate coral formations to schools of fish moving in perfect harmony. Mount Odomanu rose majestically in the distance, its rugged peaks a stark contrast to the gentle curves of the island's beaches. The mountain seemed to watch over the island, a silent guardian that had stood the test of time. Aram felt a deep sense of awe and reverence as he gazed at its towering presence. It felt like stepping into a dream. The days blended into each other, a seamless flow of sunrises and sunsets, each more beautiful than the last. The island's tranquility seeped into Aram's soul, washing away the stresses and worries of his previous life. He found himself living in the moment, fully present and deeply content. His days there were soft and slow, filled with simple, profound pleasures. He would wake up to the sound of the ocean, spend his mornings exploring the island, and his afternoons lounging on the beach with a good book. The evenings were reserved for watching the sunset, a daily ritual that never lost its magic. He swam with gentle sea turtles, their graceful movements a lesson in serenity. The turtles seemed to glide effortlessly through the water, their ancient eyes reflecting a wisdom that transcended time. Aram felt a deep connection with these magnificent creatures, a sense of kinship that was both humbling and uplifting. He explored vibrant coral reefs, each one a bustling metropolis of marine life. The corals themselves were a riot of colors and shapes, a testament to the incredible diversity of the ocean. Aram was fascinated by the intricate ecosystems that thrived beneath the surface, each one a delicate balance of life and death. He watched breathtaking sunsets paint the sky in hues of orange, pink, and gold. Each sunset was a masterpiece, a fleeting moment of beauty that left him in awe. The sky would transform into a canvas of colors, the sun dipping below the horizon and casting a golden glow over the lagoon. Time seemed to melt away effortlessly. The days were long and languid, each one a gift to be savored. Aram lost track of time, his days marked only by the rising and setting of the sun. It was a liberating feeling, a reminder that life was meant to be lived at its own pace. He was fully present in each moment, lost in the island's magical embrace. The simple act of being, of existing in such a beautiful place was enough. Aram found himself meditating more, his mind quieting as he focused on the sounds and sights around him. The island had a way of grounding him, of bringing him back to himself. He felt a sense of completeness here. The island had a way of filling the empty spaces within him, of healing old wounds and soothing his soul. Aram realized that he had been searching for something, a sense of belonging, and he had found it here in the heart of paradise. The lessons from his journey began to sink deep. Each experience, each moment of wonder and discovery had taught him something valuable. He had learned to appreciate the beauty of the world, to find joy in the simple things, and to live with an open heart. These lessons were now a part of him, shaping the person he was becoming. The Alps had given him clarity. The towering peaks and vast landscapes had shown him the power of nature, the importance of perspective. He had learned to see the bigger picture, to understand that his problems were small in the grand scheme of things. The mountains had taught him to be resilient, to keep moving forward no matter what. The Maldives, a gentle peace. The tranquil waters and serene beaches had shown him the value of stillness, of taking time to rest and recharge. He had learned to slow down, to appreciate the quiet moments, and to find peace within himself. The islands had taught him to be gentle with himself and with others. Hunza, the secret of simple joy. The valley's breathtaking beauty and the warmth of its people had shown him that happiness could be found in the simplest of things. He had learned to find joy in the everyday moments, to appreciate the little things that made life special. Hunza had taught him to live with gratitude, to cherish each day. Moraine Lake, a profound stillness. The lake's mirror-like surface and the surrounding mountains had shown him the power of silence, of being still and listening to the world around him. He had learned to find peace in solitude, to embrace the quiet moments and to reflect on his journey. Moraine Lake had taught him to be still, to find clarity in the silence. The Valley of Fire, a resilient strength. The rugged landscape and the fiery red rocks had shown him the power of resilience, of standing strong in the face of adversity. He had learned to be strong, to face his challenges head-on, and to never give up. The Valley of Fire had taught him to be resilient, to find strength within himself. Each place had offered a precious gift, a vital part of his true self, rediscovered. The journey had been long and sometimes difficult, but it had been worth it. Aram had found himself piece by piece in the beauty of the world around him. Each destination had added a new layer to his understanding, a new depth to his soul. Wonder, he realized, was everywhere. It was in the grand, sweeping landscapes and the small, hidden corners of the world. It was in the people he met, the experiences he had, and the lessons he learned. Aram understood that wonder was a state of mind, a way of seeing the world with open eyes and an open heart. Not just in the grand, iconic sights, it was in the quiet moments, the unexpected discoveries, and the simple joys of everyday life. Aram knew that he would carry this sense of wonder with him, wherever he went. It was a part of him now, a reminder of the incredible journey he had taken, and the person he had become. Aram eventually returned to his home. The journey had been long and arduous, filled with moments of joy, discovery, and even hardship. As he walked towards the familiar door, he felt a strange mix of emotions. The house was the same, yet everything felt different. The walls that once enclosed his world now seemed to merely frame it, as if the boundaries of his life had expanded beyond the physical structure of his home. But he was not the same man who had left. The experiences he had gathered had changed him in ways he could never have anticipated. He stood at the doorstep, reflecting on the person he had become. The man who had once been content with the mundane routines of daily life now found himself yearning for the unknown, the unexplored. He carried the world within him now. Each memory, each encounter, each place he had visited, had left an indelible mark on his soul. The world map in the background was no longer just a piece of paper. It was a tapestry of his experiences, a visual representation of the journey that had transformed him. The travel souvenirs were not mere objects. They were tokens of the lessons he had learned and the people he had met. Its vibrant colors, its diverse landscapes, the bustling markets filled with the aroma of exotic spices, the lush forests teeming with life, the serene blue oceans that stretched to the horizon, all these images were etched in his mind. They were not just places he had visited, they were experiences that had enriched his understanding of the world and his place in it, its profound peace, its resilient beauty, the serene mountain vistas that offered a sense of tranquility. The peaceful beach scenes that calmed his restless spirit, the resilient flowers that bloomed even in the harshest conditions, all these moments had taught him the value of peace and the strength of resilience. They had shown him that beauty could be found in the most unexpected places, and that peace was not just a state of mind but a way of being. The gray had vanished from his life, replaced by a rich tapestry of experiences and a newfound appreciation for living. The monotony that once defined his days had been replaced by a vibrant array of experiences. He had learned to find joy in the simple things, to appreciate the beauty of diversity, and to embrace the richness of life. The tapestry of his life was now woven with threads of different colors, each representing a unique experience, a lesson learned, a moment cherished. Travel had done more than just show him places. It had opened his eyes to new perspectives, broadened his horizons, and deepened his understanding of the world. As he looked at the travel photos, he realized that each picture was a window into a different world, a different way of life. Writing in his travel journal, he found himself reflecting on the lessons he had learned and the ways in which they had shaped him. Walking through new cities, he had discovered the joy of exploration and the thrill of discovery. It had shown him himself. The journey had been as much about self-discovery as it had been about exploring new places. Looking at his reflection, he saw a person who had grown, who had changed, who had become more aware of his own strengths and weaknesses. Meditating in nature, he had found a sense of inner peace and clarity. In moments of epiphany, he had realized that the journey was not just about finding new places, but about finding himself. It had peeled back layers of routine. The daily grind that once seemed so important now felt trivial in comparison to the richness of his experiences. The time-lapse of daily life transitioning to travel was a visual representation of this transformation. The layers of routine had been peeled back, revealing a deeper, more meaningful way of living. He had learned to break free from the constraints of routine and to embrace the spontaneity and unpredictability of life. It had uncovered the essence of his being. The close-up of his thoughtful face reflected the depth of his introspection. Discovering hidden places and finding special objects were metaphors for the deeper truths he had uncovered about himself. He had learned to look beyond the surface, to seek out the hidden gems within himself, and to appreciate the unique qualities that made him who he was. It rekindled his spirit, piece by piece. Each experience, each moment of joy, each connection with others, had rekindled his spirit. He had learned to find happiness in the present moment, to appreciate the beauty of nature, and to connect with people on a deeper level. His spirit, once dulled by routine and monotony, had been reignited by the richness of his experiences. It made him feel whole again. The content smile on his face was a reflection of the inner peace he had found. Feeling peaceful in nature, he had learned to appreciate the simple pleasures of life. Enjoying a sunset, he had realized that true happiness came from within. The journey had made him feel whole again, reconnecting him with his true self and helping him to find a sense of balance and harmony. The journey outward had been a journey inward, a profound pilgrimage to his own soul. Walking through the forest, he had felt a deep connection with nature. Looking at the beautiful landscape, he had realized that the journey was not just about exploring the world, but about exploring his own soul. The spiritual journey had been a pilgrimage to his own inner self, a quest for self-discovery and personal growth. This kind of journey, this rediscovery, is for everyone. The diverse people traveling and the groups of people on journeys were a testament to the universal nature of this experience. Encouraging others, he realized that the journey of self-discovery was not just for him, but for everyone. Each person had their own unique path to follow, their own journey to undertake, and their own discoveries to make. The world waits with open arms, ready to heal, to teach, to inspire. The open arms embrace was a symbol of the world's welcoming nature. People experiencing nature and the diverse landscapes inviting travelers were a reminder that the world was full of wonders waiting to be discovered. The world was ready to heal, to teach, and to inspire those who were willing to embark on the journey of self-discovery. Your own unique path awaits you, full of wonders you cannot yet imagine, full of parts of yourself waiting to be found. The unknown paths and the man looking at an open road were metaphors for the journey that lay ahead. The beautiful, unexplored places were a reminder that there was so much more to discover, both in the world and within oneself. Each person's path was unique, full of wonders and parts of themselves waiting to be found. The earth has so much to offer, if only we dare to seek it. The adventurous people exploring and the breathtaking earth scenery were a testament to the beauty and diversity of the world. The man discovering natural wonders was a reminder that the earth had so much to offer, if only we dared to seek it. The journey of self-discovery was not just about finding new places but about finding new parts of ourselves. So, dream your own adventure, big or small, near or far. The people planning adventures and the man dreaming while looking at a map were a reminder that the journey of self-discovery could take many forms. Whether big or small, near or far, each adventure was a step towards discovering oneself. The different types of travel experiences were a testament to the diversity of the journey, each offering its own unique lessons and insights. Where will your heart lead you? The heart-shaped map and the man following his dreams were symbols of the journey of self-discovery. The man looking towards the horizon was a reminder that the journey was not just about finding new places, but about following one's heart and discovering one's true self. Where will your heart lead you? The journey awaits. If you enjoyed Aram's journey and want to discover more incredible stories, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your own adventure awaits.